Good Tuesday evening, everybody. David Paul with you in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. High temps were above 80 today. This is going to be the last day we have temperatures this warm for a long time. It's going to get breezy and much cooler starting overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Long-range temperature forecast turns cold and rainy and stormy. So big changes are coming in the weather pattern across North America that is going to change our weather from this warm and very dry to chilly and quite wet at times. Tomorrow, breezy and cooler. It's a dry cold front coming in tonight. No rain with it. I'm going to call it sunny and cool Thanksgiving. In the morning, it's going to be a little chilly. We'll be in the 40s Thanksgiving morning, but a beautiful day on Thanksgiving Thursday. And Friday's looking pretty good too, but rain returns this weekend, at times heavy. And this weekend is a huge travel weekend and a huge activity weekend. And, you know, get the app. You got the radar right in your hand. Turn on notifications this weekend, especially if you're traveling. Look at this 10-day temperature trend. These are forecast high temperatures each of the next 10 days. Nothing in the 80s, only one day in the low 70s. That's Saturday. Otherwise, highs in the 50s and 60s for the next 10 days. Big changes. And as we go into Saturday and really beyond, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, rain chances are really going to ramp up as we're going to get a couple of more Pacific systems come in, going to bring moisture off the Gulf and moisture in from the Pacific. You get a double-barrel shot of moisture in here this time of the year, and it means rain. Outside right now, it is spectacular. Temperatures are in the 70s out there. Med Center's beautiful. Everybody's neighborhood's gorgeous. Here we are on the west side. Galleria area showing off. Galveston is 74. Hobby hanging on to 78. Bush 74. Tomball 70. Sugar Land, you've dropped to 68. Huntsville's at 67. And we have had all day today, and we continue to have a very light north breeze. It's kept it comfortable today, even though we did make it into the 80s. The humidity has been a little lower today. This is just the process. We've sort of opened the door, and in a little bit, the cold air is going to come rushing in behind it with this Canadian cold front coming in. These are actual wind speeds right now. They're near calm, Pearland, Sugar Land, and just a little north breeze at 6 at Bush and out of the north at 6 at Hobby. Galveston showing off along with the rest of southeast Texas this evening. No rain on the radar here. That's remnant thunderstorm activity of the storms that went through here yesterday afternoon and evening. And now we see the cold front. That's the Canadian cold front, the leading edge of much colder air. They're getting snow across Minneapolis tonight. They'll get a little bit of snow across Chicago and the Great Lakes from this one tonight. They're going to get another big shot of snow across the upper Midwest, including Chicago, as we go into the weekend. If you have travel plans this weekend, just a heads up, could have delays in Chicago that set off that domino effect that put delays in many airports across the United States. So travel may snarl a bit on the roads and in the air this coming weekend. All right, back to the Canadian front. Look at temperatures right now. While we're in the 70s here in Houston, they're below freezing in Denver, 29 degrees. Casper, Wyoming, 24. Rapid City, 28. North Platte, 34. And right there, that's the leading edge. That's where the cold front is dividing the warm air to the south from the much colder air to the north. And all that is now moving south, and it's going to come through tonight. And that's the front pushing on overnight. And by the morning, we've got this north breeze. And it'll stay breezy tomorrow, northeast wind at 15, gusting to 25. It may gust to 30 down across the Galveston Bay complex and the coast, a little stronger on the coast. I don't have any wind advisories right now. Not strong enough for that, but it will be breezy. And these are forecast sustained winds. These are not gusts. It'll be higher gusts in here, but sustained winds out of the north, 7:30 in the morning. Brenham, 15 miles an hour. Columbus, 17 miles an hour. Hobby, 13. Galveston, 22. Bolivar, 24. So it will be a little stronger breeze over the open water and coming across the bay into Galveston. That's in the morning, and that comes with temps in the 50s in the morning. So big changes tomorrow morning. Let's look at temperatures locally. Now to 9 o'clock, we stay mild. No changes. The front's not here yet. It really won't be until after midnight and the early morning hours that the front zips through. It's a dry frontal passage, maybe some high clouds along the coastal counties Wednesday morning. But by 6:30 in the morning, front's pushing off the coast. Angleton, 59 in the morning. Bush, 58. Huntsville, 52. College Station, 53. Pasadena, 58. With that northeast breeze at 15 to 20. gusting to 25. Definitely sweaters in the morning tomorrow. It'll be sunny, which will help temps rebound a bit tomorrow. Maybe we touch 70 Pearland tomorrow afternoon. Bush 68. Northside mid to low 60s. Conroe 66 for a high. Huntsville 64 for a high. Livingston 61 for a high. So you spend most of the day in the 50s across our northern counties tomorrow. Sweaters stay on tomorrow, even with the sunshine. What about Thanksgiving? As good as it gets. 40s in the morning, so you can get the oven going, cook those turkeys in the morning, and you won't sweat too much in the kitchen. Just crack the window. It's going to be a beautiful morning. And then high temp 66. That's as good as it gets. Still have a little north breeze, I think, on Thanksgiving Day. Watch this. National map. So let's do this. We'll walk through it day by day. Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, a few snow showers across the Great Lakes. Quiet weather across most of the country. Portland, Seattle, getting a little system coming off the Pacific. You get some rain there and some snow up there in the higher elevations. But overall, beautiful Thanksgiving for most of the United States. That's Thursday. Friday, our clouds begin to thicken here. You'll notice the clouds thickening up Friday, but Friday for us is still a good day. Snow showers begin to expand across the northern plains. A few snow showers across the Great Lakes, bringing in a little bit of lake effect into upstate New York and Pennsylvania. Pretty quiet Friday. But what's happening is a storm system is brewing, gathering moisture off the Gulf, and that moisture is going to feed the rain for Houston and Dallas on Saturday. And it will be cold enough for that moisture to turn to snow from Minneapolis to Chicago and even south of that near St. Louis. That's Saturday. A lot of folks traveling Saturday. Airport slowdowns at Chicago, St. Louis, Dallas, Houston. A lot of big hubs in here. Going to be some flight delays, I'm sure, on Saturday. And that may linger into Sunday. As we look at rain chances for Houston specifically, nothing through Friday. Saturday, 60% rain chance. Sunday, 40% rain chance. 60% rain chance on Monday of next week, and still a 50% rain chance on Tuesday of next week. That'll be as we head into a wet and cold weather pattern. Looking a little further out in time, the 1st through the 5th, above normal rainfall chances. The models are certainly hinting at that. And temperature trend is falling for Houston. We're actually in the below normal category by a little bit. December 1st through the 5th, very cold across the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes and Chicago to Minneapolis. So here's Wednesday. 57 in the morning, breezy tomorrow morning, and cool, chilly. 69. What a day tomorrow. What a day. And the extended. Thanksgiving is lovely. You can play along with the weather on Friday and watch the clouds arrive. Those clouds will be increasing from the west and the south as moisture comes in from the Pacific and the Gulf, and that brings us that rainy Saturday. I think especially the second half of Saturday from noon into the afternoon looks wet. We rebound to 71. That'll be the warmest temp we have for a while. Sunday, 40% rain chance, still a bit rainy. 60s all day. And then Monday and Tuesday, what a mess. 40, 59, stormy at times on Monday. 44, 58 on Tuesday, rainy most of the day. I love that weather, but it's a mess if you got to get out and work in it. All right, that's where we stand as we head into Thanksgiving. Have a great evening, everybody.